Alright, this is WILSHOCKER with more Final Fantasy XIV. I did change my server to Cactuar. Trying to get onto Gilgamesh, but it's a little harder than I thought. We are most grateful. The kind of situation would not have arisen ere the calamity came and made Korthus land inhabitable to its local fauna. With their water hoarded in all vaults of ice and their herbage held under the snow, the larger beasts have become positively infernal in their need to survive. Take heed if you head northbound, for that you are riding into the battle. Let's talk about the snow in Korthus. But I'm not at Korthus yet. Look at this. This guy. This Maelstrom soldier here. Yo, am I poking? Why, that's me. At least that's who I think I am. And did you need something from me? Gummis pollums, if you're not familiar with them. Pumice golems, on the other hand. Oriana's told me all about them. Let us see what you brought me now. Ooh, I can feel it pulsating with energy. You've certainly found a live one, haven't you? I must begin my analysis straight away. And where did I put my glasses? Bloody Zeus! That's what I always say, if you can't hold your liquor, stick to tea. Sorry, do you have something for me? Why, I've been searching everywhere for that key. You're a godsend, friend. You must forgive me. There's rumors of late of a suspicious masked man in these parts, and they've got both me and my customers on edge. Any road, thanks to you, that ale-swilling fool can sleep soundly in his bed tonight. You do well to find safe lodgings as well, friend. I don't need any of those. Let's get the money. You see that painting over there? Well, of course you can't. It's covered in a fortnight's worth of dust, thanks to my do-nothing employees. I'd dust them right off myself, but I reckon the sluggards would better learn their lesson if they saw a customer like yourself doing the deed. What do you say? A few swishes on this chocobo dust should do the trick, and I'll make it worth your while. Really? Alright. Thanks, friend. If only my employees shared the love of fine art that you and I do, eh? The painting upstairs especially. Don't ask me why, but the lonesome figure standing there, gazing off into the distance. I'm not usually the sentimental type, but it stirs something inside me. Is he wistfully remembering adventures long past, or steeling his nerves for a battle to come? Sadly, what with the artist's identity a mystery, we might never know. The artist's identity is a mystery. Let's take a look. Maybe that's something important. Looks like he's looking at a cloud or a tree of some sort. Huh. Interesting. bracelet. 29 bracelet. I don't think I need a 29 bracelet. My bracelet's pretty good. Just look at the time. Whatever is keeping her. My apologies, friend. You've caught me in a fretful humor. A young girl has reserved a room with me tonight, and she's nowhere to be found. There are ill rumors about these parts of late. Try as I might, I can't help but fear the worst. Might you be kind to go check if she's well? That is far away. Thank you, friend. Well, I thought I was done for. One moment I was standing here enjoying the scenery, while my chocobo enjoyed a much-deserved nap, and the next. It sends shivers down my spine just to recall it. Any road, please thank the innkeeper for his concern and tell him I will be on my way as soon as my bird awakes. Her chocobo is sleeping. The girl's safe? Thank you, friend. Those are the best tidings I've received all day, and I'd feared the worst. If she ended up in the clutches of that mess, then I shouldn't think such ill thoughts. If you'll excuse me, I'd best get back to work. Something tells me the girl will be needing a warm bed and a hot meal more than ever. More! A good man. I dare say you're more reliable than the rest of my hired help put together. For better or for worse, this means I've got another job for you. I've got 3 basket lunches here that need delivering to Finder's Bluff. Working for gold day and night sure works me up an appetite. Is it time for supper yet? What a Master Allen's specialty basket lunches. Well, now I don't mind if I do. Delivering lunches. Lewin's famous basket lunches hit the spot, eh? I thought as much. The prospectors of Finder's Bluff aren't just digging for personal fortune, you know. Each ounce of gold helps this region thrive and prosper. I'm happy to return the favor. You've gone above and beyond for me, and for this you have my thanks. Next time you fancy an ale, a tale, or just a respite from the road, know that there's always a place for you here at Bobbing Court. Seen the disease? Good luck and good work, adventurer. So were you able to find aught to suggest that the creatures are our culprits? Nothing. Truth be told, even if there were proof, I wouldn't know what it looked like. Anyway, I believe we can safely strike Ziz from our list of suspects, which leaves us with the masked man and his winged eyeball. Something else I heard about the deaths. It appears all the victims have been comely maidens. I'd better watch myself, eh? Hey. Unseemly James's side, there's a rumor been going around. There's some whispers that after each victim died, her rancor went into the great big rock southwest of here, causing it to flash and moan. This bears investigating, I reckon. I'm going to give you a fire sand stick to blow off a piece of that crag. The stick doesn't come with a fuse or anything, so you'll have to throw the thing. Once you've torn the rock a new one, bring back some of the fragments and I'll give them a gander. There's something you should know. I've been keeping this to myself lest I worsen Madron's paranoia, but I too have seen the winged eyeball. I cannot say whether it was coincidence, but my sighting took place precisely the same time as Madron's. I was heading home after a day of digging when a shadow fell over me. Looking up, I found myself locked in a gaze with a giant eyeball. I let out a scream at the top of my lungs and ran without once looking back. This happened at my rocky area west of here, in case you had a mind to investigate. Cactuar. a monstrous banamite appeared, and you slew it. That creature had long been a scourge upon the folk of Falgord. Intentional or no, you've done us a great service. You have my gratitude. But this does make me wonder, was it truly a winged eyeball I saw, or merely a trick of light combined with blind panic? Most folk are too scared to go within 100 yards of the Rock of Rancor. Aye, it has a name. But what's a few vengeful spirits to a dauntless adventurer like you, eh? Why, these are just your garden variety crystals. 'Tis a bit hard to tell beneath all the dirt and grime, but they're definitely lightning aspected. I almost hate to say it, but that explains the flashing and moaning. Nothing to do with the masked stranger. Looks like I've kind of wasted both your time and a perfectly good fire sand stick. Oh well. There have been no promising leads in the murders. I can scarce get a wink of sleep, knowing that the killer is still at large. Judging by your furrowed brows, I take it this sorry business troubles you as much as it does me. I've been pondering about my encounter. It was uncertain for a time, but there can be no doubt it was a winged eyeball that I witnessed. It's implausible that I could have mistaken so distinct a creature for a banamite. But you and I were miles apart. How could we have both seen it at precisely the same time? What's more, our adventurer friend here had a run-in with the banamite at the very spot you claimed to see that fiendish eyeball, isn't that right? There must be an explanation. I know I saw an eyeball with wings. I would wager an apple tart on it. Oh, he's serious. But listen, mayhap it's not as mysterious as we're making it out to be. There's no reason why there couldn't be. Gods, of course. There must be more than one of the buggers. It's so obvious, but that means since there have been repeated sightings of these fiends, there must be even more victims as yet undiscovered. I do believe we're out of our depth. We ought to leave the rest to the expert. We're just civilians after all. Good luck, adventurer. It was a pleasure knowing you. While I burn to know the truth, some things are best left unknown. Lest you have forgotten, it was at the rocky area to the west that I had my encounter. Should you discover aught of note, you will want to alert the authorities. There is a guardhouse nearby. The serpents there should be pleased for any information that pertains to the security of the region. You want me to go talk to the serpents? Oh, jeez. Greetings, adventurer. Is there aught I might assist you with? Gods be good, not again. No matter how many bodies I see, I cannot seem to get used to the horrid sight. Poor woman. Identical deaths have been reported in the Central Shroud, while the masked stranger you seek does not seem to feature in any sightings of the winged eyeball are common enough. The creature appears to be moving the bodies, but to what end none can say. The victims have all been young women. All are found with their faces mutilated beyond recognition. It's been difficult to identify them so as to notify the next of this button engraved with the lily motif. The very same object was found upon another victim, a family sigil, or that of an organization, perhaps. Either way, I dare to hope that this find will prove pivotal in solving the murders. Murder mystery. Just stretching. Taking a minute to stretch. This is gonna be a long journey. I would have you hold on to the lily button. You will need it to continue your investigation. While it isn't standard procedure to entrust the key evidence to individuals, you've proven yourself reliable and resourceful in this matter. I see no reason why you shouldn't carry on your work. If I might make a suggestion, you may wish to take the button to Gridania and have it examined by me own. Mayhap someone in her vast network of contacts can shed light upon its sigil. Yeah. Okay, have a good one.
Now, I'm gonna say something about you needing meds today.
Yeah.
Are you gonna call up to make sure they're there?
Yeah, I'll call him.
Alright, let me know another time. I'll go pick them up.
Okay.
Here.
Good evening to you, Will. By your grim expression, I suspect you aren't here for scones and herb tea. Here's a button. Well, isn't this a lovely little button? The engraving is quite exquisite. Artist level quality. What the hell is that? A little bug on my, little bug on my arm. Little bug on my arm. I'm afraid I do not recognize the lily sigil. You will have to find the answer the old-fashioned way by asking around. You could do worse than beginning with Bernadette over the Aetherite Plaza. She has a sharp pair of eyes, that one. Need help tracking down the owner of a button? That's certainly not a request I receive on a regular basis. Well, come on then, show me what you have. Seems to be some manner of decorative button, reminiscent of those worn by the family's vault, though I cannot claim to know its sigil. However, I can say with certainty that the white lily is a recurring theme in Gridanian culture. Alas, I do not know who would make a personal sigil of it. If there is a soul in Gridania who does, it will be singled over at the Lancers Guild. The woman makes a point of knowing all the citizens on a forename basis. Can't mount. Alright. Jesus Christ. Bernadette believes that I can help you. Well, that is a rather bold assumption to make. I will try to assist, never you fear, but whether out comes of it is another matter. Now then, what do you require of me? Fascinating. Work of this quality is rarely seen in the hands of ordinary Gandanians. The owner of this button is most certainly well-to-do. You may wish to take your search to Gentry's Ward, northwest of here. A memory comes to me. Of late there has been a man who was perpetually seated at the bench by the ward's entrance. His name is Ursendel, and I distinctly recall seeing a markedly similar button upon the breast of his jacket. I dare say he can tell you a thing or two about it. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I do not believe we are acquainted. Please leave me to my thoughts. The sigil of the Dartoncourse family. How is it that you came to be in possession of this button? From the body of a murdered woman. Her face, was it marred in any way? I feared as much. I can no longer feign ignorance. I shall reveal to you the truth of the deaths, but on one condition. You promise to put an end to my lady's madness and free her from her torment. I was once a manservant in the employ of one of the oldest and proudest families in Gridania, the Dartoncourse. During that time I had the honor of waiting upon Lady Amandine, mistress of the household. Fair as summer was she, and possessed of a heart befitting her radiance. Alas, the calamity wrought a great change in her. Though my lady escaped with her life, death may well have been a kinder fate. Never will I forget the day her bandages were removed, and she beheld her disfigured face for the first time. At that moment, the kindly woman I knew ceased to be. Unable to bear the thought of being seen, my lady sequestered herself within her chambers and refused all company. This continued for many uneasy moons, until one day, without warning, she began receiving queer guests. None among us knew whence they came, these masked men, but my lady believed that they would help her to regain that which she had lost. So began the rites of rejuvenation. These rituals seemed innocent enough in the beginning, but grew ever more grotesque as time went by. Eventually there came a day when my lady bound one of her handmaidens to her bed and proceeded to mutilate the poor girl's face. Suffice it to say, she did not survive the ordeal. It fell to me to dispose of her body. I performed the dreadful tasks as bade, obedient servant that I was, but when the time came to return to the house, my legs refused to move. I knew then that I could not go back to that place, not after the nightmare I had witnessed. So was that. I left Hawk Manor, my home for the nigh on half a century. Long did I weep for the girl who was slain, and longer still for the woman that Lady Armandine had been. Yet one cannot weep forever, and I endeavored to put the matter behind me. Indeed, I had resolved never to speak of my experience until you appeared before me. My lady's madness must be ended, lest more innocent lives be lost. Lay her tormented soul to rest, as you swore to me you would. She awaits you at Hawke Manor on the western edge of the central shroud. Go now. Go and do what must be done. Do. In grim tones, Ursula reveals to you how Lady Armandine, his once beautiful mistress, was disfigured in the calamity, and how she so secretly began to hold rites of rejuvenation at the urge of masked men. It would seem that these rites involved the spilling of maiden blood. Knowing that this madness must end, Ursula bids you do whatever necessary to stop Armandine from claiming another victim. It feels like I'm running faster here. I hate this shit. I fucking hate this shit. Please don't give me a 30-minute cutscene at the end of this dungeon. darkness has taken root within these halls, sprung from the most unlikely of seeds. One cannot help but admire the irrepressible spirit that quickened it to life. It is a pleasure to meet you at last, adventurer. You are every bit as intriguing as our master gave us to believe. It is no ordinary mortal who can acquire one crystal of light, much less 3. The crystals make you strong, and it is to that strength that the light is drawn. Heidelin chose well. A pity that your existences are irreconcilable with our own. We cannot well allow you to continue upon your present course. Alas, we came here not to play, but to take the measure of your strength for Master La Habrea. That task now accomplished, we take our leave of you. Fare you well, bringer of light. Sorry, I yawned. I'm gonna go get some coffee. I'll be right back. win, baby. Pay to win. Alright, I'm going to cut the video here. Thank you for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll be back next time.